Hello, people of the earth. Welcome to another episode a rather spooky episode of that, of Chatty Ackie. As you can see, I've changed the setting a little bit around here, so I do have a light. There he is. But that's all I have in here, along with all the demons that are here with me. I know you're here. So this place is pretty cramped. There's a wall right there, and a wall right there, and a wall right here, and a door right there. Okay, there's no knocks back. But yes, this is going to be, well, there's going to be a couple of these over the course of October. I thought I'd make things scary for Chatty Ackie, and it is making a comeback, because here I am, haha. But yes, we are doing a little few countdowns. This first one will be, you can probably guess what the second one is, just from the title of this one, but obviously I won't be revealing all yet. But this is my list of my top 5 most scariest things in non-horror video games. It's so scary at the concept of that I think I'm gonna my throat's feeling a bit weird, but no. And just to settle everyone's mind, I've seen lists like this before. There was going to be no Super Mario 64 piano, okay? None of that shit. That's for pussies. I said that. But, God, it's getting cramped in here already. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. But yeah, obviously, as you well know, it's hard for me to get scared for horror games. So you're even wondering probably why this list even exists. Because nothing scares Ackie, right? More or less. So you can tell already that this list is going to be a tad extreme. Well, maybe not that extreme. There are, I had to make a top 5 because that's the only things that I can think of. But 2 of them don't even scare me anymore. But obviously they're numbers 5 and number 4. And then the top 3 still scare me to this day. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. So yes, there will be another theme along the same lines as this one later on this month, where things will really be spooky. But let's see how this one goes, because this is going to be no exception, I feel, in the terms of spookiness. And I always feel actually that in non-spooky games, if something spooky is to happen, it's even more surprising and can shock you still to a certain degree, that you like just put the game down and say, you know what, I'm going to play something else for a little while. And that's the maybe not number 3 on this list does that to me. But the other 2 made me put the game down and said, I'll come back to that at another date, and took a long time to get back to the game. So I bet you're wondering now in mystery, what the flip is Ackie spooked of, or was spooked of? And so I introduced the top 5 with number 5. What else? No, still no. Get him. One day, someone's going to knock back on the other side. But yes, let's kick off the list, shall we? I do have it here, but I do remember it off by heart because there's so little to remember. Oh, Mr. Mysterious Notepad of Knowledge is back. All the information's here. But I don't need that flipping list, I feel. Because here we go with the first one. And please note, I'm not scared of these first 2, but I was. Or they freaked me out, shall we say. So yes, this is definitely spooky stuff, so I hope you're ready. Question mark, I don't know. This first one's spooky, but more weird. But let's just, here we go. Here's Chatty Ackie just chatting away, not actually getting to the content at the hand here. So let's kick off with an official number 5. It is the level 8 boss from Thunder Force 4. Now, yeah, this one's a bit weird, actually, to talk, because this is a game that I didn't necessarily like in my childhood because I wasn't very good at it, but as I got better, I got further and further, and eventually I won the whole thing. That took a while, but I was determination is wins all. But yeah, this game features a lot of stuff like this. And a lot of stuff like this. And a bit of this. And the music is awesome, so it's very energetic. It's a very active game, and you got to be on your toes at all times for anything to leap out at you. But the level, just look at level 8 just as a start off. Here's level 8 at the beginning. And then we face, there's a few mini bosses in this level, and they're not too bad. They're quite nice. They're fun little challenges. And then you end all that, and you hear the boss tune. In this game, you get a warning of the boss approaching. You get like a little alarm, and then the boss happens. And this is what you get at the end of level 8, after all of that fun action. Is that? What have we got here? Hang on, let's do an analysis of this. We got, like, what is this? Like a pod with tentacles. They're all attached to it like veins, and then there's a gnome thing spinning around in the glass orb. And then you've got these other tentacles coming out and wiggling around and making weird noises, and they spit out these little eggs that turn into little flies that attach yourself to your ship. And yeah, after a while I actually found out, I'm like, what's the point of the flies? And if you get so many flies on you, they're able to lift you up into the ceiling and blow you up. So I'm like, huh, that's what they do. But yeah, what is this? Who smoked this one up? Seriously, what is this thing? And then this boss has multiple stages as well. You shoot the 2 tentacles off, and then the gnome kind of like comes out of his little hole there. Yeah, don't ask. And shit happens. And then the gnome, whatever it is, I'm gonna call him a gnome. I don't care. He looks like a gnome. And then the gnome comes out, and the flies start gathering around him, and then they're lifting him up, and he's just spitting lasers out of his mouth. And then the next thing you know, he's got like a giant bee that comes and picks him up, and then he's busy just drooling and fucking stuff everywhere. And what is this boss? Who smoked it? All of the bosses are like stuff like this. And stuff like this. And even stuff like this. What is this one? This is completely out of context, and as I told you, this doesn't scare me anymore, it just weirds me out a bit. But as a kid, it was like, I'll put the game down. I literally paused and then went to go do something else. Hey Mum, can I help with anything? So yeah. So that's one weird boss. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But yeah, that's an odd one out of a game like that. And I really do like that game too. So, but that's a bit of weirdness, a bit of creativity, but a bit of a weird little bit of weirdness all the same. So I think with that we'll move on to number 4, and please note again, I am not currently scared of this one, but I was. We'll talk more about it because number 4 is the Floor Masters in the Forest Temple in Zelda Ocarina of Time. And yes, I have played this game for the channel, and did I say anything about the Floor Masters? Probably not. But back when when would I be playing this? In my early teens, maybe 13, something like that. Yeah, lucky number. Maybe 14, somewhere around there. I would be playing this game, and obviously, Ocarina of Time isn't necessarily the most cheerful game on the planet, but it's got that. Everyone likes a Zelda game for its charm and everything, and this is no exception for this game. But then there are a few spooky locations. The Forest Temple being one of them is actually no exception to being spooky. But then, as if the atmosphere and the music and everything hasn't got to you quite yet, then you come into, not only do you go through a corridor that is twisted, but then you come to a room. And this room does not look right. And the first thing that the lovely Navi tells you, that you have to look out for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. And as an early teen, I was like instantly going into first person and looking up. What? There's no monsters here, Navi. Yeah. But the powers of suggestion got to me back then, and I scooted for the door immediately. And then it took me a little while to muster up the courage to actually find out what she was talking about, because I'm like, well, obviously by the time you come through the dungeon you have to face a few of them anyway, but I didn't realise that it would be the hands walking along the floor. But that's what they are, but the way it presents it is just eerie. And the way Navi talks, just and then you hear that noise of the, and you see the shadow over Link, underneath Link, getting bigger and wider until, and at first I was just like, I'm gonna accept my fate and just stand here, whatever, because I was assuming, because I was walking around and the shadow was just following me, that it's gonna land on me unless I leave the room. So I just stayed there. And then lo and behold, whoosh, and I get grabbed, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So that was an experience, that one I'll never forget from childhood or teenhood or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. What do you think of Floor Masters? Did they spook you out when you first encountered them? Because I certainly did. Alright, we are moving on. Right after I have this. Right, let's move on, shall we? Number 3 is a familiar one actually, but number 3 is the giant spiders and the mine shafts from Minecraft. Oh yeah, there we go. So yes, this one I'm still scared by, but as I said, it doesn't make me put the controller down and go play something else. But these things, for some reason, still scare the poop out of me. Well, not the poop out of me, but yeah, you get the idea. Nothing in this scares the literal poop out of me. Because that would be very bad to do. in the middle of playing it. But yeah, so as this is well known and established, but yeah, you're probably going, there's two more things that are more scary than that. I mean, I'd get pretty scared when I see one of these things, or if I go into a mine shaft. That was the best. I think in my Let's Play that I did quite a while back, pre-face cam, or it might have been when I just got the face cam. Luckily, we stumbled upon a mine shaft and things got ugly. If I've managed to find the clip, I'll put it in right here of me in the mine shaft.
Okay. Oh, there she blows. I'm still scared of it. The minute I see the wood from it, I get scared. And there's lights down there, for God's sakes. The outlook of this is shit. I hate my current position and stature. That's one reason I fucking hate these. Can't see around the fucking S-bend. There we go. I'm gonna work out a way down. A floating magic piece of wood. Woohoo! Now there's no way back up. I don't like it here. Why was there a hole there? Lights, please. I can fucking hear a spider. Have I just gone and fucked myself over for... Oh god, I hear a spider. Now I have it. Now I hear it. Now I hear it. Oh god. Ah! I just want to dig out puts. I don't like it.
So, yeah, things aren't going too well for me there. But yeah, I can't fathom it. I still can't fathom it to today. It's the biggest mystery of my flipping life. I know why I'm scared of the next two, but I don't know why I'm scared of this one. Probably that's why I'm able to continue playing it, because it's not like I don't want to put up with those anymore. It's just bizarre. I don't know whether it's when they walk and make that little noise on the floor, or the noise that they actually make, because they say in Minecraft that if you can hear something from like a mob, then they can see you. So it's the minute you hear that and it's not scaring me now because I know it's coming from me, but if I hear it on the game, it's an instant. So I don't know if it's maybe it is the noise. There's something that triggers it, and then I don't want to see it. But I get scared of, sometimes I won't hear one, and the minute I see one walking up to me, sometimes they don't bother to make the noise because they really want to scare the crap out of me, and then they'll jump out at me. But I'm always suspect if I suddenly get that hit noise, like if you get hit, like, and then I'm like, what was that? Hopefully it wasn't a spider. Turns around, it's a spider. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack, and the controller just turns into a thing that I press and everything happens, and I go into a state of panic. But yeah. So it's a multitude of things. It's not necessarily the noise. So yeah, spiders in Minecraft are just generally creepy, and obviously mine shafts are even worse because the mine shafts that are actually rendered into the game, with those wooden pathways and missing tracks and spider webs everywhere, and then you got the actual poison spider spawners. It's just like, there was a moment on my Let's Play of Minecraft as well where we discovered a whole colony of them just breeding away. And if I find that clip, I'll put it in here. But yeah, that was really just terrifying just to see them all. And I was like, I'm not going in there ever.
I suppose. Oh shit. Oh god, there's a whole family of them. Holy crap. I have found the mother load of fucking spiders. Why me? Why? What am I doing? Why am I digging here? Why do I exist to be? Is that emerald? I don't need that. I need diamond. That's what I'm here for. Holy shit, there's tons of them! There are tons of them! I found the worst hole! Can I stop playing this now? Really? Can I need bows and arrows. I'd love to pick you guys off, but I can't fucking pick you guys off. No wonder I can hear you all. Well, at least I know maybe that you're just all over there. And nowhere else. Oh, fuck me, man. You're all gonna come up and chase me now. Oh god, they're coming. 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 Are they? Oh god, there's so many of you. I'm fucked. Shall I just keep digging straight up? Goodbye.
And I blocked that off, I believe. I'm like, you stay in there, guys. I can't believe I'm here with those things all in one location. So yeah, I think Minecraft can sometimes tell that I'm scared of them because it will use the best approach to try and scare me with them. And they'll drop down from ceilings or whatever, or I'll be mining away and I'll hear one and I'll be like, is he through this wall? Oh, he's through this wall. Because they can crawl through those one block gaps. So, in he comes. Yeah, Minecraft spiders, I hate them. And we're going to experience more of that because, hey, it's a good time to plug that bit. That I'm doing Minecraft Halloween come on the 30th of October this year. It's back. I've already said that in the vlog video, but I'll say it here again that we're going to experience some more spooky spider madness with my specially made Halloween Minecraft rules to amplify the spooks. Not maybe for you, but they're certainly for me. Because I'm stupid.
Batman! Batman! Where are you? Oh shit, there you are! Hello! You fucker!
So yes, moving on I think from that, we will, so these next two are more terrifying than Minecraft spiders in non-horror games, trust me. You're going to be shaking your head at me now. Going, Ackie, I don't know you anymore. But hear me out, and maybe these will have an effect on you too, but only if you've probably played the games themselves. But they're two very good games. But number 2, we'll kick straight off with it. Number 2 is the beginning of Planet Torfret. Or from Jet Force Gemini. Yes, this is a third-person shooter game, for those of you that don't know, made by Rare, who are behind the Mines of GoldenEye, which I've been playing, and what was the other one? Time Splitters, and many other amusing games, and Perfect Dark for the N64 as well, if anyone remembers that. So they made this game. Excuse me. So they made this game, and it's well, I'll just show you more clips of how nice the game is, because it's not necessarily a horrible third-person shooter. It's kind of, I guess, on the lines of being family-friendly, dare I say Fortnite-ish, except it's nowhere near as bad as Fortnite. I'm going to keep digging that one. But yeah, it's full of... You do shoot things, but it's all lasers, and it's all set in futuristic, and you drive a little spacecraft, and you play as characters that could be classed as adorable question mark, and a dog. Don't like playing something. But yeah, and you go around and you shoot these life-size ants. I mean, what could be more bad as that? And these ants are blue, and maybe that's a dig at A Bug's Life. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a good game, and you know, the first level, and this is Torfret is the third planet that you visit in the entire game. The first one that you go to looks like this. It's all happy and green and, you know, nice music and whatever. And then the second level, you're on a spacecraft, and it looks like this, and it's amazing, and the music is awesome, and the battles and the fighting and the shooting is good, and all of that stuff. And then once again, the game suddenly goes, I'm not doing that anymore, and it does this instead. Just, I'm not going to say anything, just watch the clip and experience it, and see what you make of it. Here we go. Just play the clip. What? Excuse me? I thought I was going around just shooting ants that have green blood, and you land down on this mysterious planet that's all misty and rainy and boggy, and the first things I see when I run out of that, in the cutscene, when he runs out of the ship, are those things in the background. What the flip are they? And yeah, this still scares me, that scene, just specifically that bit. That's why I said the beginning. Because the rest of the level is fine, even though, yeah, you're facing the ants still, but they're looking a bit more a kind of undead, shall we say, and the only way you can kill them is with a rocket launcher. If you try and shoot them, they won't die. So, but it's that beginning, the landing pad area that freaks me out still, and I'm rushing immediately into the level. I have never looked back. Okay, I'll be honest, I looked back once because I picked up the courage, and I looked back behind where they were walking out from the ship, and I was like, and they were there. They were walking, and I was like, I'm just gonna go and play the level if you don't mind. So yeah, I find that bit especially terrifying still to this day. More terrifying than Minecraft spiders, trust me. I'm just like straight in there. I do not want a part of... I don't know why, because you're carrying guns, but it's like I said, they don't die. So it's inevitable that the big guys in there don't die either. So I just don't want to, no. And the music doesn't help either. The music, the atmosphere in the entire level is spooky enough, but not enough to make me not want to play it. But when I was younger, and that definitely made me put the controller down again and go do something else. So, yeah. So more spooky than Minecraft spiders. And still to this day it gives me a bit of chill. So, yeah. I mean, facing undead things that you've already been shooting, it's unsettling. But moving on, or not moving on I should say, I don't have an honourable mention, because like I said, this is the only 5 I can think of, and 2 of them don't scare me anymore. So you're probably wondering what number 1 is, but we'll do a quick little countdown. So number 5 was the level 8 boss from Thunder Force 4. What the fuck is that? Number 4 was the Floor Masters from the Forest Temple from Zelda Ocarina of Time. Don't land on my face. Number 3 was Giant Spiders and Mine Shafts from Minecraft. Creepy. And number 2 was the beginning of Planet Torfret from Jet Force Gemini. Weird. Just go away. Don't like you. Don't like you. And now you're thinking I'm a big wuss. But this next one may prove you wrong, because we're on number 1. Here we go. Number 1 is the abandoned insane asylum from Psychonauts. Yeah, Psychonauts, that game. I did play it ages ago on the PlayStation 2, I believe it came out for. Which PlayStation? It either came out for the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 4. I believe it was the PlayStation 4. and not the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 2, sorry. The PlayStation 2. And obviously I was playing this, and it's an interesting game to say the least, because for those of you that don't know, you're on what is it, a camp for children that want to learn how to mess with people's minds or something. I don't know. It's something bizarre like that, but it's an interesting concept, and the main character is voiced by someone familiar who does a lot of other voice work for other characters, including I believe Billy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I'm gonna find the fucking name of the thing in my head somewhere. But yeah, this game is all about, you know, using psychic abilities and whatever, and it's got its charm. There's an aura about it that presents itself always as being weird, but not spooky. There's levels where you can dive into people's minds, and then you see their kind of psyche and their mood or whatever is going on in their head as like a physical thing. And there's some really interesting concepts in there. But one of the places that isn't actually in someone's mind is actually in the quote-unquote real world. Is this place? I think I haven't got an official name for it. I was trying to find it, but it's not necessarily the insane asylum itself. It's the bit where you're climbing. It's the bit where you fool the guy who's guarding the door into letting you in, and then you start ascending that tower, and the tower is that's the spooky bit, because first of all, the music is well is not there. It's just gone, and the music for the Insane Asylum before that is a bit kind of creepy. So yeah, it's kind of got that aura of weirdness, but then you get into this tower part that you're supposed to climb up, and the rooms are a bit weird, and there's rats that chase after you and explode. Okay, that's not the spooky part though. I think there's the fact that no music plays, and the fact that it's like weirdly designed, and the fact that there's a character, I forget who, but it's weird because you won't see them, but they're watching you, and then the minute you do see them, they're watching you from like the side of a wall, like let's pretend my hand is a wall, and they're just looking around at you like that, and then when you spot them, they'll go and they'll move away. Yeah, believe it or not, this is the most spookiest thing that I've experienced in a non-horror game, to the point where when I played it on the PlayStation 2, I did not go back to it at all. So that's why I've decided to put this at number 1, because I came back to Jet Force Gemini, and I even looked at those fucking monsters. I did not go back after that. And then they re-released it for the PlayStation 4 recently, so I'm like, oh cool, I can play this again. Why on earth did I leave it? And then I got back up to that part, and again, it all came flooding back. It came slightly flooding back. I'm like, there's a reason that I found this place spooky, wasn't it? But I'm not detecting it right now. And the minute I walked into this place and the music stopped and I walked into the tower, it was the realization of, oh, I remember this. I remember not coming back from this. So yeah, and it's still. Obviously, I've completed the game now. The horror is over, but that place still to have that amount of impact for you to not make you come back to that game. It must have had a very strong effect on me. Oof. And that would have been after the Ocarina of Time, so I would have been, when did that game come out? That would have been maybe around the same time. I might have been 15, 16, but still, for a 16-year-old, I don't know, what do you guys think? Did I go overboard by not coming back to that game until they re-released it for the PlayStation 4? I don't know, but yeah. It's a bloody good game, and an interesting concept, but that bit is just... You have to experience it to believe it. It's kind of hard for me to show just how spooky it is here, But as I said, the game's kind of cheerful in most places. The Insane Asylum's even fun. One of my most favourite levels is from the Insane Asylum. You can go inside someone's brain, as I said. But my favourite one is is the Milkman Conspiracy, which has made a lot of memes. And look them up because it's hilarious. And if you played the game, you know what I mean. I think the Milkman Conspiracy is a very popular level for all the right reasons. But yeah, when you come to that place, suddenly, and all the other levels, all the other insane people, quote unquote, from that place have interesting brains. You know, there's one way you're in like a very kind of, what's the best way to describe? Kind of like a neon colored Mexican place, and you have to fight this bull, and you have to fight several different bulls, and they all talk bull to you. And so that you got that, and then there's like a circus or something, I forget. But yeah, there's some interesting levels in there, and then you just get to this tower, and it's like, oh, what's happened to this game? I'm terrified. So yeah, but there you go. There's my top 5. We got through this nicely because of my back starting to give in, sitting in this very cramped area. But yeah, let me know what you find scary in non-horror games. Don't put the piano in Mario 64. Fuck off, that ain't scary. I don't like that game anyway, but that's probably part of it. It's just a piano with badly rendered teeth. Don't put that. If you put that, I hate you. But yeah, I'm going to spill, in fact, just before we end off here, what the next list will be. But you probably already guessed. But the next list will be along the same lines, but it will be from actual, horror games. From actual horror games. Spooky moments from actual horror games that I find terrifying. And that will probably be out by the end of the month.
Nope.
So I hope you're prepared. But I'm going to thank everyone for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you agree with me or not, I made some spooky stuff there. Some still spooky stuff in my eyes. And yeah, if I ever want to play through Psychonauts again for the channel, it's going to be a very long time simply because of that level. So yeah. But yeah, I'd love to know what you find spooky. Let's get all spooky here in the comments and enjoy October for the horror month that it is. And yeah, chatting about spooky stuff. I love chatting about spooky stuff. I have no one to chat about spooky stuff. So this is the best I got. Everyone else is a wimp around me. I don't know why. Why do I associate myself with these people? But yeah, I'm going. But next time, that's what I'll be talking about at the end of the month. But in any case, I'll see you however and whenever. Good day. And goodbye. And I just want to check this again.